Hi guys, good evening. How are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? I want us to talk about the missing puzzle in the SENZO MEYIWA case. I want us to talk about that amongst everything that is out there on the internet and every other rumor. Hayibo sicelo, hayibo suba yibhuli kwi-internet. Uyonqena ukuyolala? Shi. Hayibo. Bazongibhulisha la. Ungakhulinge. Suba yibhuli. Ugrand though, unjani? I want us to talk about all the things that are out there regarding the SENZO MEYIWA case and where we are currently, because there is something that is missing, but at the same time, as missing as it is so out there. It is so out there. All the information that is needed, whether we get justice or not as a country, whether the MEYIWA family gets justice or not for SENZO MEYIWA's death or murder, but all the details that are needed for that are out there. The only thing that has not happened is them coming together and finally be a puzzle that is completed inside the courtroom, and then people are arrested and are found guilty of the crime. Other than that, I think everyone is aware of what has happened in that situation in that house. And most importantly, the evidence that is inside the courtroom has already proven beyond reasonable doubt that there were no intruders in the house. It has become so factual, that thing, that there were no intruders. And I am sitting here thinking, before I go to bed, I just finished bathing. I didn't even comb my hair, but I did. I didn't even comb my hair. So I'm thinking to myself, no man, if we can talk about this information, number one, let's talk about the rumors first. The rumors, we heard of them initially 2018 on that account that may not be that we don't know who he is, and I'm sure he was not the only person. And you know what, in South Africa or in Africa, we know when someone says, when something is being said out there but no one wants to claim it as I am the one who saw it, ne? It's a known or an open secret kind of situation. Even this death of SENZO MEYIWA, we know it's an open secret, but no one is willing. In fact, the people that were inside the house are the ones that told whoever about what happened inside the house. That's how it got out, the secret. And then when it was out there, now they could not contain it anymore. But what they probably did was to make sure they shush people up, whatever means necessary they could use. Now, the puzzle that we are short of, because when Advocate Tifo Mosilela came to court in 2021, one thing that he made sure was to talk about the death of SENZO MEYIWA as it is, like if there was no intruder there in that house. And then if his side of things, where Kelly Khumalo is the one that shot and killed SENZO by mistake, because babejijisana ngeipam, right? Because besixutha kulongwe. Something along those lines. I could be wrong about my assertion right now, but he did say that it was Kelly Khumalo that was there for. And then Mngomezulu came, or before that, 2021 still, Umshololo did read a letter that says the people that were inside the house were also the accused. And then they will wait, NPA will wait until this 636 case is done, and then they will take it from there, what to do with it, which still I do not understand why. I honestly do not understand why. Now, in my head, I'm thinking they should be moving together. By the time, okay, perhaps they are waiting, they were waiting to hear what's going to happen. Are they going to appoint a mastermind? And. But still, even if, let's say, Kelly Khumalo was the real mastermind, Bottom line is, even so, they still, or else they did not wanna have a mastermind at the same time arrest people for something that they did not do. I don't know what was their thinking, but hey, it is what it is. In a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is, where we are with the case, it is a position where almost every other person in South Africa knows what happened in that house, because the sure thing right now, according to the evidence in the room, in the courtroom, there were no intruders in the house. And some of us said this without even hearing the evidence in the house, in the courtroom, but hearing the things that they were being said by the people who were inside the house way before they got to the courtroom. And then some of them went to the courtroom and they still said things that made us realize, Ukuthi, there were no intruders in that house. Do you understand? So what is the missing puzzle right now? Do you know what it is? For instance, what Baloyi did there is a brilliant job, but at the same time, he fumbled the job. Do you understand? Have someone tried to convince you of something, and when they sure think that they've got you, you are there with them, and then you are like, you pull a rug out of their underneath their feet, and then you're like, no. That's what's happening to Baloyi right now, because there are little details that he never thought they will actually come out. Detail number one, he never thought the defense, because he gaslights the defense and he does not think of anything of them. I think, in my view, he undermines them, and in his process of undermining them, he thinks they can't do their job thoroughly. Or maybe they gave him that idea and then he thought to himself, I'm gonna show them flames, which he has. He showed them flames thoroughly. That he has done. And he had Rata in his corner, because Judge Rata is protecting the state by all means necessary. So we are at a point whereby each person is gonna save themselves from the situation, because everything is no longer a joke. Everything is no longer, we can put A on top of B or B on top of C. It's no longer like that. Everything is out there. Everyone can see what's going on, because what the state was doing, they thought Ukuthi 375 will never see its day in court. There won't be a need for that. That's why they never prosecuted that case to begin with, in my view. I could be very wrong, but my assertion is that they never thought 375 will see its day in a courtroom. And number two, they never thought this case is gonna be where it is today. They never thought the accused will have so much support from South Africans. In fact, we are not supporting them on them being criminals. There's nothing we can support accused number 5 for. But if number 5 is gonna be lied on, that's a problem. Do you understand? We don't care about him lying and saying, no, I didn't do this, even though he has done it. There is evidence and there are witnesses. Do you understand? We don't care about that. Let's deal with the current situation. Did accused number 5 had anything to do with Kelly Khumalo at some point in his life? Do they know each other? Did they call each other? All of that has been proven in a court of law that it's not true. It never existed. It never happened. It will never happen also. That's me reaching now. But then again, he's in prison, so they will never actually get, yeah. Now, it is such a risky situation where we are, because of how the police handled the whole SENZO MEYIWA case. It is a very risky situation in so many levels. It is so risky. Now, I'm saying that there is few puzzles that are needed, because we already know the rumors now from that account of Perero that Longwe Twala is the one that shot and killed SENZO, and SENZO was protecting Zandi. That's what that account is saying. And then we had this other assertion from the MEYIWA families, and Sifiso no Siyabonga Mia and Sifiso MEYIWA have been very constant with that. They were continuously. They are not like, I'm thinking, no. They say it chest out boldly, and they say, Dumelo phoned us. he phoned a family member, which is he phoned Miss Senzo's sister, and when Senzo's sister could not grasp what Tumelo is saying, I guess because of shock, the husband took the phone and listened. Tumelo said, Senzo has been shot and killed. Boyfriend Gazand. So bona, they are holding on to that information, right? And then, do you see now that account wrote that account? And then there is also and then also now that account said that Longwe is the one that shot and killed Senzo, and this one, and they were, these sides are not alleging anything, they are saying those things. So us, when we are talking about it, we are alleging because they are being said by those people. Those are their allegations, fine. Those are their allegations, fine. And then Umumezulu comes to court and also says this in a court of law now. Says this is what, there is a statement that says that. And very fast, Ubaloyi switches up everything and makes chaos and everything, you know, to make sure that that does not land and it does not sit anywhere, like no one listens to this. He makes chaos to make sure, please. And once there is chaos, if the person that is supposed to make order is not paying attention or is intentionally not paying attention, that chaos will never be sorted out. So that's what happened in that situation. And then now, what we had Umgomezulu that had the section 205 of the people that were inside the house, right? He knows what's going on there. And then we have Ustain, that exhibit O of Stain, and that exhibit QQ or DD. I think it's QQ and DD are the ones for, who's this other second person that came after Stain, guys? Hose. Now, they are telling a different story than what the section 205 Kapinki that Mgomezulu has is saying. Do you understand? So, yeah, so when they are telling those different stories like that, you'll be like, hey, man. Now, everything that we heard that was supposedly Kelly Kumalo is the mastermind, was laying down on Stain's exhibit O and on the confessions. Those were the two things. Those were the two things that they relied on, because the confessions and Stain. Now, getting the confession and Stain to corroborate together is one thing. Getting both of them, the confessions and Stain's evidence and Jose's evidence, corroborate also is one thing. It makes sense when you are listening to it, to some people. And then getting that evidence of the confessions, Stain, Jose, and corroborate it with the section 205, that now is totally two different things, which are not moving the same direction as Jose and Stain's evidence, including the confession. Section 205 tells a different complete story. And also, believe me, section 205 is science somehow. Section 205 is forensic. Is forensic, and is also science, and it's facts. So if those facts are saying that the accused were never near the house, number one. Number two, those facts are saying that accused number 5 never communicated with Kelly Kumalo. Accused number 5 never communicated with some of the accused. Accused number 3 never communicated with Kelly Kumalo as per the confession. Accused number 4, do you understand? So there is a lot of things that are not making any sense there. Then to some point or to some degree now, someone is asking a question, Ukuti, what exactly is missing out here that we need to actually point out things and close the gap that is there? For me, personally, this is what we are missing out. We need, do you remember Stain's evidence? Stain's evidence was painting a picture of Kelly Khumalo being the mastermind and the accused being closer to their house, being somewhere in Vosloorus. And he has that 2-hour situation that he says you add 2 hours. I don't know which university he went to learn that, because in telecommunications, there's no such. There's no such. And then now, when you are looking into those things, you are like, okay, so the accused were never in the house, they are near the house, but Stein made them to be near the house. The accused never communicated with Kelly Khumalo. Stein made them, made accused number 5 communicate with Kelly Khumalo. The accused never spoke to, accused number 5 never spoke to all the accused, but to some of them. Amara, Stein and House's evidence made it look like they were communicating together, all of them. Do you understand? Now there is that cookery that is happening there. There is a chef, there is a master chef. The only master person that we have mastermind here is the master chef. There is a mastermind who is a master chef of the case. And the other thing that they are doing is painting a picture of these accused in bad light, of which it's not landing as they wish it could. It's not landing. It's not landing as they wish it could. Do you understand? And then the other thing that they did was to read SMSs, download SMSs between Kelly Khumalo and her sister. The SMS that spoke of Kelly saying, I wish I managed to get rid of him. That was in 2013. Of which, if we are using our brain, no, that was not Kelly Khumalo planning on the murder of SENZO MEYIWA. That was Kelly Khumalo saying, getting rid of him, as in like dumping him. I suppose that was the time she realized she was pregnant now, and there's no getting rid of him. Those are the other things that could have happened there. Do you understand? Now, there is those SMSs between Longwe and Zanti. Stein, right there. Was it Stein? Yes. And I'm outside, blah, 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 all of those things. But what Baloyi does, Baloyi is bringing Kelly Khumalo, Longwe, Mandy says section 205, but the other people he says he doesn't have inside the courtroom, lying to the court. And that court does nothing about that, knowing very well previously. Sorry, Mngomezulu read a letter saying that all those section 205 were requested, meaning they've got all of them. The question now is, why did Baloyi lead Pinky, made his colleague Sibanda lead Pinky only on certain people's section 205, and also just a portion of it, because it was not the whole section 205 of these people. They read, I remember for accused number 3, they read 3 transactions, not all of them. And then Mngomezulu came in and read all transactions that proved that accused number 3 was never near the crime scene, even before Pinky came. That was the time of Rose. And they did not, like, guys, these people. And then he lied to the courtroom, Obaloyi, when that situation was being confronted by Mngomezulu. He said he did read that, but we all know it. That's not how it's done. You read a portion of it, just 1, 2, 3 transactions. There, a lot of them were not read. This brings me to saying that even the transactions on Ndanzi's bank statement, something is off there. And at this point, I don't know why Ramsipile is slow, because he is supposed to take the power of Aton and go to Capitec himself and go and request his statements, Ndanzi, and put it up, because that statement will prove a lot of things on Ndanzi. And then there is another case of fraud, again, because they will have to explain where did they get that statement, who assisted them with that statement, why is it looking like that, and the one they took from the bank is saying something else. Do you understand? And the other thing now, when it comes to section 205 now alone, we need to know, when did, let's start with Longwe and Zandi. When did Longwe arrive at the Khumalo? We want to see calls of Longwe, where Longwe is shown where he was the previous night. In fact, we want to see the calls of Longwe from Friday. Do you understand? From Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we want to see all of that for Longwetwala. They have read a lot of things that are irrelevant. So for Longwetwala, we need to read from Friday to at least another Friday. They need to do that, the defense. In my view, that was needed. And then secondly, we need to see the communication of Zandi and Longwe during the time between 5 p.m. and the following day at least. We need to see what was the conversation. Okay, fine, we won't see the real conversation. We want time frames. When did Longwe arrive that time? Because these times also are not being said correctly, and we are not being fed information about them that is right, that will make us be at ease about it. So we need to know where was Longwe in the afternoon, and then 5 o'clock, where was Longwe, for instance. 5 o'clock, what time did he arrive at the Khumalo house? We need to see all those towers where Longwe was passing by the whole time up until he got to the Khumalo house. And then from there, we want to see all the places that Longwe went to that night until the following day. And in fact, even if they can do for the whole week or even the whole month, because it will tell us a lot about his injuries and where it was treated. If Nyani with the injury was there. Do you understand? And then it will also speak to the blood that was there at the Khumalo house, and it will speak to also why Mapiri cleaned the crime scene. It will also speak to that, why Mapiri cleaned the crime scene. And then when we move from such, then we already know where Longwe was. We also go to check the section 205 ka Kelly Khumalo from 5 o'clock up until also the next Friday, from 5 o'clock on Sunday up until Friday the following week. So what was happening, where was she going, all of that. We wanna see something. They need to read those things into the record. And then we go to Dumelo's section 205. We wanna see the conversations that he was having from that Sunday until the other Sunday. What was happening? We need all conversations that got Dumelo from then up until the following year, 2015. Utumelo, in fact, we need even up to until 2020, up until the time the guys were arrested. That's the section 205. Because that section 205 will tell us about Utumelo. Who was he talking to? When was he talking to these people? When did he speak to Abo Joyce? What happened after the conversation? Where was he after the conversation with Abo Joyce? When he was in police custody, saying that he was in protection, witness protection, all of those things, everything from Dumelo will reveal. Most importantly, the calls of that night when SENZO died. Who did he call? How did he call them? All of those things. Do you understand? And then from there, the other section 205 that we need is the section 205 of Kelly's mother. We want to know when did he spoke to, okay, from 5 o'clock up until the following day, who was she conversing with? We want to know those details. Those are the things that will help the case, because that case, it's laying in that section 205, guys. It's true, Nasi. That section 205 will have so many answers. It will put things together. And then we go to Chico Twala's, before Chico Twala, because why would we want Chico Twala's phones? Kelly Khumalo phoned him. When exactly did Kelly Khumalo phone Chico Twala? The time frame. How many times did Kelly Khumalo spoke to Chico Twala? How long were the calls? And we want to know how long was Dumelo's call with the MEYIWA family members. We want to know how long were Kelly's calls with Chico Twala. We want to know after Chico Twala spoke to Kelly Khumalo, who was called by Chico Twala. And if it was NoniM Tikela, we wanna the section 205 of NoniM Tikela. Who did NoniM Tikela? Those were the things that these police were supposed to do. Who did NoniM Tikela phone after being phoned by Chico Twala? Do you understand? So we need all of those kind of, that is how they were supposed to crack the case. It was so, it's not rocket science, guys. It is so not rocket science. It is so not rocket. Then in that way, they would find out who spoke to who and what was happening. They call people in, and if these people have firearms, they should have taken all their firearms to go get them tested and all of that. And now it's a pity that these guys are not moneyed, the guys that are arrested, because right now you even need people from outside South Africa to come and tell us, you are a gun expert and you are forensic. We want to know, in this wound, this guy had this type of a wound, so which firearm could have killed him, which bullet, we want to know. And then when they come say it's a revolver 38 special or a 9mm whatever, do you understand? All of those things are things that police alone could have figured out. That is why I was so astonished with them saying there were 40 investigators. And you want to tell me 40 investigators, none of them has brains to think like that? I doubt it. I doubt if that is the case, that for the 40 investigators won't be able to think like that. It can't be true. Can't be right. They did find out something, but they are not willing to talk for whatever reasons. And then tell me if this SENZO MEYIWA case has anything to do with the death of the Ndlovu family members, the husband and wife. Did it? Was Mr. Ndlovu, was he Brigadier or Captain Ndlovu? Was he about to spill the beans and they were like, whoever is being covered up for was like, we're not doing that here. And also, how many people are going to actually go become an underground gang because of this? It's becoming too much. Anyway, it's allegations out there. The questions we asked when those family members died, does it have anything to do with the MEYIWA case? We don't know. We don't know. Honestly. And the other thing is, when these people, I think we have learned throughout other cases, when people that are guilty of a crime, this is why I'm saying this. Why accuse number 5? Remember that case, one of the cases that he is serving a lifetime for in jail. He allegedly shot people, and he shot people and shot even the, what you call, the witnesses. Ne? He shot people, it was about 7 people, ne? He shot them and killed those people. However, I just number 5, whenever they say that he shot the others because they were going to be witnesses, right? Do you think if he is such a man, who I choose number 3, knowing very well that he did this, was he going to sit there in jail and not do anything about this? That is why I believe these ones, even number 3, it's seemingly he's a very dangerous man himself. Number 3, he's a dangerous guy. So nje izinto ezinjalo, and then we are expected to accept and believe this story in a sense that is not even making sense, because the story is not making sense, guys. Come on, it's not making sense. So Tumelo's section 205 can actually crack the case, including Kelly Kumalo's section 205, including Chico's section 205, including Makumalo's section 205. They can crack the case. All they need to do, the defense, is to read everything that is inside those section 205, put it on record, ask questions. I don't know why they are not doing that. Them saying that we will stick to the 26 is not helping at all, because there's a lot of things that they are missing out on. There's a lot of information they are missing out on. There's a lot. Anyway, let me read your comments now. Usicelo Made bengibhulisha ke when we started here, but okay. Good on come on, good people. We have 2 likes as Kale Manj. Even now we have 71 people, only 16 likes, guys. Come on. And then Nathi Mputi, hello sis Noni, hi Nathi Sizwe, hi sawubona njani. Nathi kodwa wena nabradeni ngekhanda elikhulu lokungakholwa. Kodwa wena nabradeni ngekhanda elikhulu lokungakholwa. I'm not a member of Bradeni, please feel strong. I think the introduction of 375 depends on the outcome of the current proceedings. Should the accused be found guilty, then 375 will fall off. I think so too. Nathi Mputi, kodwa ke sisinoni ama-advocate aphenya ibheshu manje sisi kusezoba late. Let us hope so. Sibuxaba uzoboshwa ukhuluma izinto ezifihliwe. Hi. We love you, Sis Noni. Thank you. I love you too, guys. Abigail Manqindi, hello, Sis Noni. Kelly must just tell the truth. Forget about it, Sisi. Nathi Mputi, sihleli ku France City sishaye ufo. Tim Tips, hi Noni. This time, or is it one of those dreams? Bengqeda Sisi, so I thought let me do this. Tomorrow I think the case will be postponed again. The time is not enough for cooking. No, I'm expecting that too. I'm expecting a postponement. I am expecting it, actually. I won't be surprised if it happens. Not at all. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Nathi angekhe eze usteni kusasa kuzothiwa ugulela ukufa cooking after cooking. I wonder why Ubaloyi sees the need yokubiza usteni. Okanye umbizela ukuthi he must come and tell us who gave him a PDF, or it's either a stay. I don't know. I wonder what is he going to say. I agree with you, Nathi Mputi. You are on point, Sicelo Mfethu. Kudlaliwe ngathi shem, indeed kudlaliwe. We want section 205 kaZungu. Uyabona ke leyo section 205 nayo nje yenye engaveza ukuthi liphara lemenemene lebhedengu uZungu. Nathi Mputi, yo nyathi Mputi la kaloyo ke kunganuka ekhoti ku section 205 kaZungu. Jonga liphara lemenemene lebhedengu leyo Zungu leyo. Most importantly, 205 Chico and Tumel, exactly. Says, where was Chico when SENZO was killed? Where was Chico when Kelly called him? We need all of those things. We need that information. Nathi, remember they refused the private investigators of Magma to come to the crime scene. Yo! Imagine, Uma Popola Edubula, I choose number 3. Edudula, Dudula, how? It will never happen. She's lying. I choose number 3. I got to Dudula Namilo. I don't cook. How are you in South Africa? Yes, I'm in South Africa. Sakir Dio. Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Guys, can you please kindly like the video? Please, I beg you. Please like the video. 66 people, only 26 likes. Come on, guys. So that is why I was saying in the other video, guys, now where we are with the case, I don't see why Engabuyi Ubud actually I was played. No, I was played here. What is this? Why is he not coming? Azoshwati, what is this? Because clearly there is something going on here. Mind your business. Put a picture in your clock. It's not working, man. I forget about it. Always forget about mind your business. I forget about it. So he needs to come, Galo, guys. As was telling you, when I don't be too forward, how He needs to come and tell us ukuthi what does he think now, because there is a PDF that was converted into an Excel, and from that Excel things were switched around. What was that all about? You know, he needs to come and tell us what was that all about, because, well, he was so definitely damn sure about the whole situation. Where we are, we need him to come and tell us what are his thoughts right now. And to think that, where was Baloy the past 2 weeks? Something was going on with him. The first week he was not there the entire week. Last week he came only on Monday to postpone. He's a postponer, Glamalanga, and the judge says nothing wrong with that, honestly. So that's what I was thinking about today. The section 205 kuningi that we missed out on, and Umgomezulu and others, they need to open up those section 205. They need to open up those section 205 so that we can see what's inside them. There is a lot that is left unattended there, and it needs to be put on record. Bayangidina nabo bona nje. Oh, bayangidina, serious, it's true nas. Guys, 24 likes, 72 people on the live. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. It's almost 10 past 11. 1 minute to put 10 past 11 at night right now. So can we please do them likes? Please, 3 dots. 3 dots on the top of your cell phone. Click there, then you will find the the like button there, please. The cooking, I don't think it has stopped, but the cooking, depending on how the case is going for the state, of which the state has no case at all, I think right now everyone is gonna fend for themselves now. It would be a case of, now I'm not going down for any crime that I did not do. No one is gonna wanna go down, not even for perjury here. Ish is about to go down. However, it's going to go down, I promise you. Ish is about to go down, guys. Unless, of course, they push. And also, don't get surprised when the ballistic reports of the firearm come saying that's the firearm that killed SENZO MEYIWA. But it can say that. However, I'm hoping questions regarding the wound of SENZO MEYIWA and the kind of a firearm that was used to kill him and the kind of a bullet, all of that. I'm not like ballistic savvy like that, but please, if those questions would be asked, they need to be properly asked so they can reveal that this firearm is not the one, even though it comes saying it's the one. And also, technically, this evidence is not supposed to be accepted. Reason being, the bag was opened, so we can't trust any evidence that comes with that bag, open bag. And on top of that, that bag was Mangena. When Mangena got the bag, it was opened. It was not sold, right? On top of that, Keninda comes to court while they are going to give to or have a conversation on record for the private ballistic expert to get the firearm. Do you know what was happening there? Geninda stands there and say, no, my lord, I do not have the firearm with me. It's in the safe. Chiki, the firearm is being circulated inside the courtroom. The question now is, which firearm is that? Where is that one coming from? So do you see there are so many technicalities that this case can be won on? Because the defense is supposed to say, no, you can't give our expert that fire. Where is that coming from? We don't. In fact, that was one of the things the defense was supposed to say. That firearm, no, we are not accepting ukuthi ihambe. Umnisi was supposed to ask, wait, didn't you just say that the firearm was in the safe? Where is this? Which one is this one now? Which one is this one? And not accept that. But hey, abomnisi. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to just talk about that. I'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. We're gonna do a live, and then we're gonna go through the comment section. Don't be 9 a.m. Should we do it at 8? I think at 8, between 8 and 9 a.m. I'm gonna do it then. I'll see if I'm able to wake up. Between 8 and 9. So I'll see you then. You have 1 minute. Ask me anything that you want to ask before we sleep. You have 1 minute. Ask away, then I'll answer. If in that 1 minute you do not ask, then I'm gonna end the live. And thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna go to bed. Ask me anything that you want to ask about me. Anything that you want to know. Indaba zasespaza shop. Kwakuthengiswa kulokheli, were they really a spaza shop or what? This spaza shop. Where is this spaza shop situation coming from? I am new here. Why should I follow you? On Tatile Hosimo. On Tatile, I am new here. Why should I follow you? You can follow me if you are interested in any gossip about the SENZO MEYIWA case. I'm joking, it's not gossip. We talk about the SENZO MEYIWA case mostly, and other cases and other crimes that are happening in our country. So if you are interested in being filled up with that, then, and you don't have time to actually sit and watch yourself, then you can do that. Okay? So that's why you can go and subscribe now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and you can also join tomorrow between 8 and 9. I'll go live, and then you listen to the comment section. And this side, I personally believe ukuthi at the Khumalo house there was no intruder, and now after listening to the evidence in the courtroom, I strongly believe there were no intruders in that house. And I strongly believe the 5 men that are in the dock right now accused of the crime, they have nothing to do with their crime. They are being framed. And I also believe that Kelly Khumalo did not hire nobody to kill SENZO MEYIWA. So if your assertion is also along those lines, then feel free to come through. Please go and like, comment, subscribe, watch the videos up until the end, watch the ads. That way you will be supporting the channel. Thank you so much, on Tatile. That man is listening. Which man, Wenamandla? Which man? I like your thinking. Your questions are solving the case, Inyan. Thank you, KB. Which man, Mandla, are you referring to that is listening? Rata. Akna Dabanai. Akina Sipekaye. I don't care. I honestly don't care about him. Guys, can we like the video, please? How's Advocate Steve for doing in jail? He's in jail. So how can you do when you are in jail? He's in jail. He's been in jail since the time they arrested him in court. Do you remember? That was last year. He's not corrupt. Mandla Matibela is not. Who's not corrupt? Rata is not corrupt. I don't know about him being corrupt, but all I know is that he's a biased judge. He's a biased judge because that's what he showed in the courtroom. He favors the state more than the defense. So that gives me reason enough to not trust him when it comes to the case. If he listens and is a fair judge, he was supposed to be, is it partial or impartial? But he's something there. Yeah, but so because he is always impatient with the defense, then I'll wait for the judgment, Budwam. So if he was impartial, I would be at ease with him. I'm not, because of how he is. his rude nature also. He's so rude. But that being said, he knows the law. That I have learned through listening to him. He knows his law. And I always see how he is if someone is sure of his story and that someone is busy, what you call is busy. If you Rata likes quoting Uguti, please give me the law. Quote me any law, you know. But when it comes to Baloy, he doesn't do that. So that makes us believe, that makes me believe that he's being biased. Can you please try to invite Kernel? We want to ask him some questions. Who am I? Did you see Kernel was diving and diving there? Kuslindile from ENCA. Who am I? He ducks and dives. That guy has been interviewed throughout his career. Don't judge his demeanor. Okay. We will wait. His demeanor is bad, that's why. We'll wait then. So-called mastermind. Yeah, I think he's also disappointed wherever he is, Uharinel, right now. I think he's disappointed because things are not as what he was briefed on. Things are not as he was, are not what he was briefed on. They have become different to what he was briefed on. Do you understand? So yeah, we will see what's going to happen. Don't judge his demeanor. Ay, wena mandla, ay Mathebile, ay. If you treat me in a certain manner, how do you expect me to react towards that? No. If he was treating them equally the same, the way he treats defense, I would take this. But now the way he is on that, it is one-sided. The behavior is one-sided. That's the issue for me. It's like the courtroom is not his but Baloy. But again, maybe the judgment will come a different thing, because throughout everything he wants information. Okay, that also could be true. It could be true. So Ndokumete, NPA prosecutor Lupando is dismissed. Baloy is next. Well, we will see when it comes to Baloy also. They need to have evidence against Baloy. What do they have on him? If they have nothing on him, he can't just get dismissed. His demeanor is bad, Urata. Yeah, it's his demeanor that is so bad. It is so bad. Like literally, it's so bad, guys. We can't. He is so impartial, actually. Like literally. There's nothing we can do or say to change that about him. Do you understand? Yeah, things happen, Gesan. But we will see, Guti, how long is this going to last? I hope they don't have any more witnesses, so that also in a competent court there is no need actually for instance, Mandla, before I go to that, okay, let me finish this. In a competent court, there is no need to even call the witnesses of the defense, because the data speaks for itself. The accused were never near the house. Do you understand? And the other thing is also, what did I wanted to say? Now I lost my thoughts. Usondo Kumil, do you think he wants information, sister? Even the way he treats him, Shololo, is it about him? Is it about him wanting information? No. His outbursts, what is that all about? do you think Ustein uyeza or usanyangwa? He might come if he has nothing to hide or he has something to hide. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. We will see tomorrow what's going to happen. Obi, please, Noni, I have requested for your graphic designer. Oh, was that you? Honestly, the reason I did not send you the details was because the graphic designer, the people that I gave her things to her contacts, they are complaining. She's taking forever. I think she's going through something, so I didn't want to stress you. Okay, I'm gonna get you. Where are you? Are you in Joburg? Because I do have someone who's in Joburg, whom at least you can meet up with. On Tatile, what do you think about the NHI? Can you talk more about that? You mean the NHI bill? Is that what you're talking about? The one that was recently signed by Ramaphosa? Us using private hospitals and stuff? Yeah. Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, now I'm Miss Nice. I'm Miss Nice Girl. I can't wait for Keninda's long evidence. What's in it? What's in his long evidence? Rakesh, how are you, Mama? I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Rakesh? Timothy Mahlobo. Good evening, NoniM. The guys or current accused will be acquitted, but there be no other people to be arrested or trial, especially those who were in the house, according to Herenel, says the law. We will see. I remember Herenel saying that, Tim. But we will see. This is South Africa. La, things happen. We will see what's going to happen. Maybe for case 636 there won't be. But the case will not be resolved, most. So, and then for case 375, that's another case now, because that's not what Herenel was speaking to. He was speaking to this one, 636 case. Mandla, you will hear from Keninda, then you will see that Rata is a good judge. And after what Keninda does, after what? When Keninda does what? Please be more specific when it comes to that. Keninda Jeff for me is just a guy that speaks. Or else are you Keninda? Uzolahla, Keninda, uzolahla. I'm not following. Are you thinking that Keninda is going to convince the judge? I'm not following. I'm trying to understand. I'm not saying Judge Rata is a bad judge, by the way. He has a bad attitude. Yeah, he has a bad attitude. And then he has a bad attitude towards the defense lawyers. Somebody once said that maybe Judge Rata has a bad attitude towards the defense lawyers because they are not doing that thing. Bamen's are finishing like who say court and fight and fight and fight. Ne? Maybe they are not giving him that like fighting spirit, so that's why he is harsh towards them. Someone was saying that. And well, to watch him being the way he is, it's still it makes you cringe as a human being. Yes, Nama, I'm a very rough person, blunt like Urata, ne? Mara Urata has no stops. He is. That's why even when Ehlek and when he's laughing, you find it very weird. When he's, but you can see when he deals with Umnisi, he's more like they fight Umnisi Mara. There is that, like, I think we am tender because Umnisi challenges. Where are we? Lindiwe, hey Noni, hey Linz, Mandla uzolahla, okay, Stelo, thank you CC. Rakesh, SA political needs more reform. We love SA. This happens making down SA respect down. I am worried. Eish Rakesh. Mandla, it's a cooked case. That I agree with you. Thabo Matsi, any updates on advocate? He's still in jail. He's still in jail. Sonto Kumete Mina, I don't understand Ginita busy testing 9 minutes apart. His statement says revolve are equivalent. Yeah, when it comes to that, and he has his own full investigation and statements talking about a revolver. Do you remember when he was reading his own statement and affidavit? Yet now he is busy testing about don't. Yeah, what are that for me? Wow. Guys, go. It's nice engaging with you, yes. Especially when people engage peacefully like you guys. You guys are so professional. I love it. Thank you so much. I must say. Jeremy, Kapofi, oil up. What you mean by that? Oil up. You need me to. Piet Mutsoning. He is so impatient. Nati Kumede Kuzeka. Which Kumede is that? Oh, so. Oh, hands up those who say Menier Stain is coming. I think he's still weighing his options. I don't know. I don't want to do any hands up. Me, I don't know. I honestly don't know, Shem. Lindiwe, let's like Zitanda, please. We 53, but only 32 likes. Come on, guys. Just stopping by to say hi, Mlambo Designs. Hi, Mlambo. How are you doing? Yo, guys, I have another channel here. I'm talking politics and every other thing that is happening in South Africa in that one. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. I think I still need to get into the passion that I have for the SENZO MEYIWA case. I need to also pour it on the other side. It's NoniM Network. Can you please look for it and subscribe there? I'm going to go live tomorrow on that channel, and then we're going to discuss things that happened over the weekend. It's a lot. We will talk about things that happened over the weekend. Please, can we go there? Subscribe, like on that channel. Please, guys, thank you so much. Mr. Nice Guy, I'm hopeful that the defense were issued with whatever Kinenda will be testifying about to say they come prepared. You do know that, Mr. Nice Guy, chances are they don't have any documents that Kinenda is going to be testifying on. And Mr. Kinenda can take up to 2 to 3 weeks every stand. So that would mean perhaps the whole month of August or of September. But this case is still going to be here for the rest of the year. Chances are very high. Amos and Caesar, Noni, don't you think Stain joined Makubo on 375? What you mean by join, Masala? Let's start there, Amos. What you mean by join, Kala? You mean join as in like be on the list of the accused there, or you mean he must become a teammate, a partner with Makubo? What you mean? Because in my view, he needs to be on the list of the accused there in that case. That's just me. What are you saying? What are you asking me, Msiza? Yo guys, it's 11:30 ebusuku. Asinolala. Usteni must tell us who gave him a PDF. That's it. We need to say thank you that talking about society problems. Thank you so much. Sondo, 144 I choose, and they need a union building, Kesan. Guys, thank you so much. Noni appreciates you. Kindly please go to my YouTube channel. The second one It's NoniM it's NoniM network. Okay, this judge wants the state to prove its case. Don't forget that the defense is going to bring its witness to prove its case. True. I know. But now the case of the state has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that it's a lie, a cooked case. Vegetables, mutton, beef, it's a stew nje. And the other dangerous thing that Ubaloyi has done when it comes to his case was, whenever he brings evidence, mhlambi aze noMandla Mashiyane to noMandla Matibela to speak about this, ne? And then Mandla will speak on this. After that, Mandla leaves. He forgets about Mandla's evidence. He will go listen to Noni's evidence and focus on that one. Now, when you listen to Mandla's one, listen to Lindy Wesland, Lindy, hi man, listen to Noni's one. Kuvele kungahlangani. And then I think he forgets what he says and what he does. The things that he has introduced the court, I think he forgets them, like Trunas Ubaloyi. He also ruined the case. More than it was cooked, it has also been ruined by him, with the witnesses and the kind of witnesses that he has brought for the case. And they end up not saying things that are linking, or else they will come and say things that will not corroborate together. Like there's a lot, man, that happened in that case. Ngathi bathakathiwe. At least usteni ukwazile uplana izinto zakhe, udla ipackage like before istate simbova. Anina peace nina. Mandla for state. It's game, yes, it's game over for state. Yeah, I can't wait to see long way in court. Why when I did do you think long was a court was an oban? Unless state is a valid case in, and then after see valid case, yeah, so it defends ibise all the people that they never called Longwe, Mapiri, the other neighbors, even the lady that asked Mapiri endlini, and the daughter, and then babize umama kaKelly, and then babize the Sangomas. Like there's a lot of people that can be called. Do you understand? Way before abantu be accused. Oh, and then abize uLishebane. Yeah, nje. Baby boy, good morning, Nons. Good morning. Where are you, baby boy? You city good morning. Tina sisaya kwi midnight. It's not morning yet. Baby boy, the case is messed up already. We are now waiting for 375. Long time messed up, sir. Long time. Guys, I cannot believe I said I'm going to bed and I am 15 minutes into saying I'm going to bed. Yo, Enido, I must say, guys, thank you so much. You just know how to engage with someone peacefully. This is so peaceful, yes. Thank you so much. No toxicity here whatsoever. Oh, I was still saying that there is NoniM network channel. Can you please go and subscribe on that channel? Please, 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 please subscribe there for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, I'm for real. I'm going to bed, guys. Let's meet tomorrow. Uyangithusa mnu baby boy makati Gininda Baloyi and their team, they must rot in jail, including their father, so-called. No man, guys. Uyangithusa now, baby boy makati ba. It's good morning. That is David that is saying that. Oh no, David is saying the damage is already done, but Loyenstein will try to rectify the mess they made, and I guess they will make things go bad. I wonder how will they do that. Thabo Motsi, we appreciate your hard working. Thank you so much, Tibos. Lindiwe, good night. Night, fam. Guys, let me see you tomorrow morning then. Please go and subscribe on my other channel. Just for subscription, can you? Please, thank you so much. Bye, guys. Enjoy your evening. It's late now. Now I need to sleep.